Okay, so find the frequency of your 77 centimeter pendulum. If you had the graph, the answer is not plug it into the equation. Because if all you have is a graph, I never said you had the equation, we do, but, okay? So with what we have, we're going to do that. Very next thing, but you plug it into the equation. So when I asked, where's 77 centimeters, the answer I got was, well, you don't have a scale on this thing. Well, presumably you would if I gave you the graph, right?
Yes.
If you had a usable graph, you would have a scale on it. And then my question was, where is the 77 centimeters? And I pretty quickly got the answer, well, it's on the x-axis. Yeah. So we just say, okay, well, wherever 77 centimeters is, we would find 77 centimeters here. We would project up and over, and we would find the frequency that we want, right? Okay, now we don't have a graph, we have the formula. So if given the graph, find 77 centimeters on the x-axis. Now, I didn't give you a scale on the x-axis because I didn't want to take the time to draw an accurate graph, and it wouldn't have been that accurate if I drew it anyway. Okay? But if you had the graph, and you might, I might ask you about some question for some set of quantity, for some pair of quantities, and say if this quantity has a value of 493, I get choked up talking about these things. I find it very emotional, especially this time of the semester.
You don't give a...
You know, I mean,
You don't care about it.
I've got, you know, what, 19 more minutes.
Oh, that's
of this
sad.
class. Oh my gosh, give me a minute.
Oh,
Okay, well, I'll get over it. Now, okay,
Oh, that was quick.
I will miss you guys. So, if,
Who the most?
huh,
Who the most?
do what?
Who are you gonna miss the most?
What'd she say?
Well, it's not Candace.
She said,
Who are you gonna miss the most?
Oh, well, I'm not gonna, I don't want fights and jealousy. So, you know, I mean, you're talking about stuff that could really affect people deeply, so we're not gonna answer that.
It's like that.
You know, I went to the
It's
grocery
not
store
Candace.
yesterday, and the guy begging groceries said, hey, between the two of us, which one of us should get the prize today? Well, I know him, he's the son of my neighbor. And the other guy's a pretty neat guy too, I don't know much about him, but you know, I just refused to get in the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyhow, and then the guy had asked me that question, the guy tossed him this prize, so you know, it's not a big deal. Little thing of Skittles or something.
Right, Skittles
Really
are worth
little
it.
thing. Okay, given graph, we find this point on the x-axis, right? And we project. And everybody knows how to do that. But we want to be clear that that's what you do if you have the graphs. If I give you a graph of some other situation, you'll know what to do there too. Because it will be another situation, almost for sure. I do think there's some pendulum questions in the set. Okay? So you'll understand where this came from. Now, right? You got the function, plug in 77 centimeters, right? So, well, if we do that, here's our function. We get y equals 436 times 77 to the negative 0.6. Okay? And that's going to be kind of close, about 43. Okay? Comes out reasonable. But Tell me what you get.
32.2.
Again?
32.2.
33.2.
32.2.
What?
32.2.
Somebody say it really loud and slowly.
32.2.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Thanks, Candace. We can always count on Candace.
So we
You said
expect-
loud, I came out.
Candace's moment to shine.
I also have to go to the bathroom.
So we expect
Don't follow me. I don't know what that laugh was. Okay, Miss.
because the frequency is in cycles per minute in our model, from our data, that's what we expect. Well, we're going to test this.